VW Pro, Hazel Carter and Jake Fronda. Hazel with Patricia, 12.99, and Jake, 11.92. That Golf is quick.
Yeah, it's really tame on the launch, but seems to motor on.
Yeah. .13 and 14.45. No change in positions there. Jake already number 2. Hazel number 11. .50 dial-in for James Gould, Team Militia. The VR6 powered altered. Aiming to hit that 950 once again. Has been quicker. James Hodson, 1080 with a Mark II Golf. Currently number 4.
Is he one of these ones entered into the front-wheel drive class of door slammers yet? Because he could do really well in that.
He could, because he's consistent. Where a lot of the front-wheel drive cars, it's the 8 and 9 second ones, have a habit of braking. And we have seen it. Stephen Ray in the Astrovan, 11 second Astrovan, went and won it.
Oh, 1 light from James there. Looking for a 950, goes 958. Stays in number 1. James stays number 4 with the Golf with an 11.1. Luke Stevenson and Jacob Bailey. Jacob with a 10.0 dial-in. He's clearly turned the boost up a little bit in the Jetta.
Two good friends going at it this time round.
Yeah, I don't see Jake as often as we used to at the racetrack, but good to see him back.
Well, Luke's actually popped the boot open. Some acceleration for you. However, Jacob's about to drive around him by the look of it. Well, Luke's in the 12s though, 12.96, knocking on the door of 110 miles an hour. Jacob Bailey, 11.79. Not quite what he was looking for.
He could also enter the front-wheel drive class.
I think a lot of them have. I really do. I think a lot of them...
well, if Luke's got anything to do with it.
Yeah,
He badgers them like mad.
yeah, basically he pesters them until they submit, doesn't he, if you like.
Which is the way to do it, because
Yeah,
it works.
Oh, it does work, yeah. Chris Waterhouse, 960 in the Castaway. Four-wheel drive Audi.
It's got to have a front-wheel drive bias, because it launches like a front-wheel drive car. Albeit a little bit quicker. 969. And a 1298.
Abby goes up to number 6. Look at the speed though for Chris Waterhouse, 154 miles an hour.
All right, Phil Blogg and Rob Carter.
I'm liking the smiley faces that everyone's drawing on the back of their cars. Rob's got one with a 7.6, and so is Phil.
Love that 760 dial-in in VW Pro. That's pretty exceptional, isn't it? Actually, 760 heads up. Rob, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Saying that, he could enter 2 classes. He could enter the one of the street classes as well, couldn't he? With that VW.
Can you imagine that? Rob Carter and Colin Miller side by side. They would never race anywhere else like that. But yeah, 760, that would work.
You could get more 2 different combinations, could you? No spin at all this time for Rob Carter.
60 foot of 1.16 for that Passat is outstanding.
Whoa, 52!
Look at the speed as well. 185 miles an hour.
Wow.
Tom Circuit with Harold DeLupo going up against the Baja of Steve Metcalf. Dial in 15.45 for the car in the Slitrix lane, 18.00, which I think it's been all weekend for the green car in the Kestrel B lane. Oh, 008 red for Steve. Doesn't matter in this, but shows he was trying. 02 green's a good light for Tom. What's Steve going to run? 15.83 and an 18.25. No improvement. Oh, no, Steve did improve. Up to 12 from 14. So, Polly Judge with the message, happy birthday, Rob, on the back of the window. Very good way to get a shout out.
And there's Rob stood by the car. Happy birthday, Rob.
Jason Anslow in the other lane, which is, he's driving what is definitely a Volkswagen Beetle. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Yeah, it's just a big old body kit on it.
Both looking for dial-ins in the 16s. 16.15 for Polly, 16.36 for Jason. They're going to cross the line at pretty similar times. Polly's going to get there first. Goes 16.08 breakout and a 16.39 moves Jason up to number 2. Karen Waterhouse and Lowry Anslow. So the good thing about the VW Pro, it's not just VWs, it's obviously Volkswagen Audi Group vehicles. That's why you've got an Audi and a Seat on the track at the minute. But if anyone out there with a Bugatti Veyron wanted to give it a go, they could. Or a Bentley.
Or Lamborghini. Loosely connected, but it is there.
Yeah, one of the unique issues with this more stock cars is when they launch, all of the condensation comes out the exhausts. Dial-ins then. Lowry Anslow, 13.95 in the Slitrix lane, 14.60 in the Kestrel Beer lane for Karen. Both making their way down the track. Lowry goes 14.28, no improvement. And Karen moves up from 19 to 15 with a 15.12.
So, John Crawford in the Kestrel lane with the tribute to Dennis Priddle on the VW. Very successful he has been too as well. 15.70, 13.60 for Danny Bean.
So John looking for a 15.70, Danny looking for a 13.60, goes 14.13, moves him up one spot to number 16. No improvement for John as he goes 16.24. He stays number 13. Sorry. So the number plate on Danny's car says not Reese. And there's a small little bit of writing on the back of Reese's car that says I am Reese.
That's very helpful for everyone that doesn't know.
So, Reese Finney. 16.15 is the dialing. John Gallant with Takacat 2. Looking for a 15.24.
I would have been more impressed if Reese put I am Spartacus on the back instead of I am Reese. Oh dear. So John should get there first. 15.21 breakout. 16.30 the right side for Reese, and Reese goes from 11 to 8. John stays number 7. And bearing in mind that engine went
Quick.
9.1. Yeah, it's going to be quick. I think the Monte Carlo is going to be a bit heavier though, that's the only thing.
So, Poppy Hunter hasn't got a time on the board yet. Is that right?
I believe so.
Okay, so this is first and last qualifying run of the weekend then. 14.92 in at number 22. Paul Robinson stays number 3 with a 14.98. Got a few more V-dubs to go, and then it's on with 850 and I think
950 bike.
850, 950 bike, ET bike, and then that's qualifying over and done with, and we're on to round 1 for.
Yeah. Well, Pro ET are come down in the lanes ready, so
we're nearly
wow.
on to eliminations.
Jerry Sadler looking for a 15.31. Justin Foley with the Red Dwarf looking for a 13.00. I've just realised Trevor's got a portrait of himself on the back of his t-shirt.
That's nice. No improvement for either of those. Jerry stays 5. Justin number 6, 14.38 and 15.38.
Did you just guess that then?
yeah, have you just come up with that number? 15.30, that's brave.
Turn it upside down.
So I was speaking to Trevor earlier. He put slicks on the car.
It was right. Okay, so we've got to dial Lorraine in. 15.30, I think is brave.
Yeah, I'm going to say 15.74.
I was going to go 15.69. So you're 15.74. Darryl, you're not playing.
So again, sorry?
Dialing in Lorraine. What do you reckon?
God knows, 28 seconds. Judging by
Right.
everything so far, I
Trevor
might be
actually-
15.30.
I think...
Oh, I think you could be nearer actually, Darryl.
yeah. She just unfortunately missed a shift. Jerry goes 14.20.
What did I say? 28? I'm rubbish. Going to start with a 1.
19.
Oh.
I was nearly closer and I went with 20-something.
Love you, Trev. Oh dear, what a shame.
He's off to write a petition to decide the dial-in after the run.
Get a vote on it.
It's called retro. It's called a retro dial-in class.
Right, Golfy McGolfface, the Golf GTI of Nigel Gregson, alongside Thomas Webb with Jimmy the Golf.
Yeah, apologies, Nigel. We completely missed your perfect light yesterday. But he was, in fact, the winner of the Perfect Light Award.
So 12.95 his target compared to 14.20 for Thomas. 12.89 breakout and a 13.25 breakout and a 14.20. 0.95 of a second breakout. My word. Good effort. Or a bad judge of dialing. One or the other. This is George Miller with Sonic the TT. 14.20 dialing. Very black, actually, isn't it? Blacked out lights, blacked out number plate. And then you get dazzled by the red lights. And this is the last one of our VWs. Okay, so 14.22 dialing for George. Nice light, 0-2.
He's got to run away now because the tractor's chasing him.
Go on the... no, I don't say that.
Go on the tractor. 14:36, 11 to 8.
Nicely done.